The conference on innovation and manufacturing, scheduled for September 20th, will bring together the leaders in manufacturing and innovation around the country. It will unveil essentially the key findings of our PI study over the last 2.5 years. The co-chairs of the study will be Suzanne Berger and Phil Sharp. President Reif will be there to open the conference. And aside from a number of plenary sessions, we will also have dedicated workshops, for example, on topics like trends in manufacturing technologies, the challenges and opportunities in scaling up of new firms, also issues around training of the workforce in manufacturing, and it will be a very fruitful and intense day, and we are hoping for good attendance. The PI study, the Production in the Innovation Economy study, is a study that MIT began about 2.5 years ago, and the goal of the study is to look at what is the current state and the future of U.S. manufacturing. Specifically, what is the relationship between innovation in this country and manufacturing? We have seen over the last 2 or 3 decades that the fraction of the working population working in manufacturing in the United States has decreased gradually. And this is due to a combination of gains in productivity, but also outsourcing. On the other hand, at the upstream, we continue to see a strong innovation potential in this country. A lot of inventions, patents, startups. And the key question that PI has been looking at is how much manufacturing do we really need, and what kind of manufacturing do we need to get the most value from our innovations? As part of the PI study, we did over 250 interviews of different companies, of large companies, well-established, smaller companies, to really look at that linkage between innovation and manufacturing. And we will share our findings on September 20th at a conference here at MIT. At that time, we're going to present 2 books, a general book for a general audience with our summary findings, and a much more detailed book with detailed research papers and chapters that contain some of the statistics of our findings. The PI study really looked at manufacturing and innovation, both from a U.S. but also from a global perspective. We conducted over 250 interviews, and a substantial portion of those were in Europe, with a focus on Germany, and also in China. And one of the things we will do at the PI conference on September 20th is compare the approaches that we have seen, both from a policy perspective, but also the ways in which firms directly respond to this global challenge.